Hello everyone, this is Dr. Seale, just keeping it real. Today I'm joined with some beautiful people that I have just fallen in love with over the years. I think my first encounter with you was at your shop, and I needed something done that you didn't do. And Mary Lou talked to you, and you allowed me to come and just bless me. Thank you for all that time that you've been in my life. And then you moved away. And I ran into you in the Corpus Christi Mathis area. And this one right here, this Caroline, what a beautiful young lady you are. I just bless you because you have been holding up the standard thanks to your mom and dad that have put good things in you about Jesus. You know, people ask me all the time, what was your upbringing like, Jesus? You know, that's all I knew. A lot of people know about drugs. I didn't know about that. A lot of people knew about alcohol. Had no idea. I just knew about Jesus. The more I knew, the more I wanted. I just never could get enough. And I feel like that's where you are right now. 11 years old, can't get enough of Jesus. Now, I was told, and we have not discussed this, and if you want to talk about it, we will. I was told that you went with boots on the ground and got to witness somebody giving their life to the Lord.
Yes, I did.
Describe that for us.
Well, when we kind of went up to them, it was a group of kids on a basketball court. When we went up to them, they were kind of like, oh, what are these people doing here? Like, oh, who are they? But once Evie and Armando started talking to them, they kind of loosened up a bit. And then they just started leading them in prayer to give their hearts to Jesus. And they just ended up giving their hearts to Jesus.
Did that just wreck your world?
It was amazing.
Yes.
And then one of them did come to church the next Sunday.
Well, you know, the enemy wants us to think that all kids are bad, that all the people in the world are just nothing but bad. But you know what? We've got some good people that just need the opportunity to meet Jesus. And to meet a young lady like you whose life has been Jesus.
Yeah.
And that's just about all you've known in your life, right? I remember we were in Mathis, and I was supposed to be preaching that morning.
Oh, yeah.
So I called her up out of the audience and said, you're going to help me preach today. And she did a fabulous job. I'll never forget that. Because you know somebody who has a heart leaning towards the Lord. But then when you're around somebody and they're consistently leaning towards the Lord. I was with Billy Faye Sawyer the other day, and she was telling me how it meant so much to her when you prayed for her at the women's gathering. She was so touched and just talked on and on about it. So you don't know whose lives you're touching until they come back and report. But you're a blessing here. Don't let the enemy ever stray you from the calling of God that's on your life. Do you have any idea what you think the Lord may want you to do?
Honestly, right now, no. Because life's been happening, so I don't really know. No.
But you're open.
Yes, I'm very open to whatever.
What does your life look like as far as, do you pray? Do you read the Word? What does your life look like?
Well, usually in the mornings, before we do anything, the Joyce Meyer book, Wonderfully Uniquely You.
Yeah.
I read a little bit out of that, and the devotional, pretty much, in the mornings.
Good. So, do you say that you feel like you're uniquely created by God?
Yes.
So you don't have any hang-ups about who you are?
No, not really.
That's awesome. Oh, may every young person listening right now get a hold of that, because there's nothing like being identified with Jesus.
After reading the book by Joyce Meyer, like, every page applies. Like, you'll read a paragraph and you can connect with it. Like, I think it is a really good book.
You're an intelligent young lady. I love that. Mom, you've done good.
Well, thank you.
And your husband, I just adore Larry. So happy that you are here at Freedom and in our lives. Do you go to the youth?
Not yet. I'm not old enough yet.
Oh, you're not old enough?
No.
She graduates on Friday. They move up on Friday.
Okay. That's going to be good too. But did you want me going to our group? Oh, man.
Sometimes.
We have to have you in our group because you just kind of balance everything out. Isn't it nice to be wanted?
Yes.
So if you were going to give advice, Mom, to a parent, maybe a single woman, raising an 11-year-old, that's not quite where Caroline is in her faith with God, what could you advise?
To get in the Word. To find a book maybe by Joyce Meyer or somebody who has searched the scriptures and pulled them out and can teach you to pray over specific situations until you become competent to do it yourself.
Yes.
But to get the Word in you, whether it's through a prayer book or the actual opening your own Bible.
Yes.
And digging it out on your own, but a lot of prayer.
You know, everybody, well, not everybody, but I have people call me all the time. My world's upside down. And I said, well, did you pray this morning? Oh, no, I didn't have time. Did you read the Word? No, I didn't. Well, then you can expect it not to be right if you didn't have time. Because, you know, what we have time for determines kind of what our day's going to be like. And I'm telling you, in this day that we're living in, where young people are being persuaded this way or that way, how do you stand? I mean, do you boldly tell them, no, I'm not going to do that, or what?
Well, a lot of times you just have to walk away or try to get them, or whatever it is, like gossip. That's really large at my school. You just try to get them to stop, and if you can't, just walk away, honestly.
Wow. Everybody listen to that. Number one, walk away. Yes. You know, God is calling us to a higher place. And I'm so happy that you're in that position, that you can allow God, and your mom and dad have taught you. You know, there's not a lot of teaching anymore. They just let TV teach them, or YouTube, or whatever they're watching. But I'm grateful that you've instilled in her the things of God. Thank you.
Thank you.
I love y'all. And I can't wait to have you back and see what God is doing as time progresses. Because only the best is yet to come in your life. Thank you for joining us today. And thank you for joining us. And I ask you, if you have any questions for Caroline, you can email me or you can call the church, and we'll just send that right on over to her and let her handle it. But if you are wanting to get close to the Lord, and maybe you'd like to have a prayer session with Caroline and her mom, please let us know, because we're a full service church. We're here to serve you so that the Spirit of God will lift up a standard against every enemy that tries to come against you. This is Dr. Seale saying, thank you for being with us today. Let's just keep it real.